in the last 25, 30 years, I think there have been two real testing points. And I think, not to blow smoke up your ass, but I think you passed the test both times, and I didn't. One was 2001, when 9/11 hit, and you did not bow to the prevailing orthodoxy, which is never say a word. And you got fucked. You got fired.
And I got fired for it, yeah. And don't regret 1 minute of it.
Yeah. You were an early cancellation.
Well, I mean, yes. That was a great example of cancel culture. And of course, it came from the right then. And
not
I understood
just the right
why
then. Remember, it was everyone.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, it was right after 9/11. The country was in a state of shock. But my bond with the audience, I had been on Politically Incorrect at that time, almost 9 years, was always, I don't pull a punch. When I started that show, they said, you can't ever do a talk show where you tell the audience what you think politically. Johnny Carson never did. David Letterman never did. Jay Leno never did. They played it right down the middle. You actually literally did not know who they voted for. And I said, well, let's try it. let's just see what will happen, because maybe the audience is like people in general, which is, oh, yeah, I don't agree with him, but I don't hate him, and I can still be his friend, and I can still like him. And, of course, it was true, because the show was a success. It was a success even after I was about, in that period where I was getting fired, because the show was on for like 9 months after the event. But I thought, yeah, I'm just going to say what I think. And I did, and took the consequences, wound up on a better network. But I think that really established something with my audience, that even when the heat was there, I wouldn't wilt. And that's what I've tried to do ever since. And again, like I say, I have lost audience. So that's okay. I would rather lose audience and keep integrity.
Well, the question is, and I think keeping integrity puts it in a rather noble way, but in fact, certainly in my case, I just can't do it. I just can't say something I don't believe because I think people are going to like it. It's just against my nature. It's characterological in me. I'm instinctively drawn to saying something that people won't like because I feel like that'll be more interesting.
I was in a promotional meeting one year at my office, and every year when we go back on the air in January, because we take December off, and it's a new season, they call it a season even though we're really on all year round, but they have to put out a new poster and a new billboard and a new ad campaign. And so they were running all these slogans by me. You have to have a new slogan every year, and you're on. I mean, I've been on the air for so long. What slogan could you come up with? So they were running all these things by me, and I didn't like any of them. And they said they had one more, and I could tell they were squirrely about it. Like they thought, oh, we don't even want to say this because maybe it'll insult him or he'll hate us for it or whatever. And the one they had, the last one was, he's not in it for the likes. And I said, that is the best slogan I've ever heard. Put that on a billboard 10 stories high on Sunset Boulevard. He's not in it for the likes. I don't think I could ever find a better expression of where I'm at. I'm not in it for the likes. And ironically, of course, that's how you get people to like you. I think I'm more popular than ever because I stuck with that theory.
And do you think, as I do, but maybe not, maybe you don't disagree, that social media had this huge impact on people's psyches in wanting likes, in wanting towards social approval, and in presenting lies about themselves on Instagram or fashionable things on Twitter that they thought the crowd would like, and lost all sense of who they actually were?
It's so pathetic. The kids are so pathetic that anybody, not just kids, everybody does it nowadays, that you would like me, like what I say, like my lunch. Oh, you don't like my lunch? Maybe that means you don't like me. Am I not good enough? It's just, ugh. It's gross.